I guess we're starting the vlog with this mess because I wanted to find a to-do list and it literally fell. Hey guys, no funny microphone right now. Why am I always in this shirt? Anyway, hey, what's up? It's finals week. Today is Thursday, December 7th, which means this is my last day of classes for this semester. Woo! But that means next week I have 3 days of finals. Let's get into it. Also, hopefully my phone doesn't run out of storage. Ugh, sorry, I gotta plug it. Don't forget to go enter the giveaway video in the card.
Alright, hopping right into it. This is just some video footage of me checking my emails, making a to-do list, fixing the payment plan since this college hasn't taken enough money from me already, and just like making the to-do list, like what I need to do, when I need it done by, when my finals are, when do I need to show up, stuff like that. Just small things that are going to balance out my week, pretty much. Then we get into finally working on the homework. This is for my 2D class. I needed to get a couple more pages of sketching in before I turned it in, just because that's what my teacher requires, or professor, sorry. And so I just quick popped out a few pages while listening to music and watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. Not very in-depth, just very mindless stuff, if you know what I mean, just to get it done, get it filled, get the points, stuff like that. I sketched in the sketchbooks that I needed to do. I wanted to get 10 pages, but 5 is enough. 5 is enough. They're silly, they show that I spent time on them, which is cool. I'm really pushing off doing my finals. The one they're both like basically done. I just need to finish them and add finishing touches, but I don't want to. But I'm gonna eat soon, so what I'm gonna do is take a quick break, because I've been earlier today when I was at school and forgot to film, I finished my essay and I submitted it, I finished my presentation and I submitted it, and I finished my third final, which I was so productive today, and I wish I would have filmed it, but I guess I didn't film it because I was so productive. Like, I didn't have time to just whip out my phone and be like, in the middle of class surrounded by like 20 other people. So I really don't have much to do. And it's like, you know when you're almost done with something, so you start procrastinating? Like, that's my issue right now. Also, the whiteboard, you can't see it, but I was explaining the lore of Jersey Shore. Wild! I love Jersey Shore. We're doing an expert copy, so we had to pick a piece, and I thought, I don't know why I thought this. Here, hold on. I am a little peeved. I didn't film at all, because when I fixed my camera, it shut off, and I didn't notice. I'm a dweeb! Okay. We're doing an expert copy, and this is the thing. I thought it was a lesser-known one. I don't know why, but, like, everybody and their mom knows about it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick Van Gogh, but it's gonna be, like, one of his indie pieces. I'm not original. I'm not cool. This is what I'm learning. I wanted to do something silly, like him smoking a candle and like being in like a happy birthday banner in the background, being silly. But then I seen this girl doing a cat skeleton from the other class, and I was like, that's super silly. But I'm gonna take a break because I'm tired. I'm gonna be eating soon, so I'm gonna go watch YouTube because that's the only thing I do in my free time. Finally moving in to working on my projects. I got a majority of this piece done in class, which I was super surprised about. So like, I was kind of pushing it off, but I literally just have to finish the blood, or for YouTube's sake, the red juice flowing out of that gauntlet onto this skeleton's head, and the cigarette. But for YouTube, the funny stick that go smoke. So that's what this is. I'm laying down like a flat color of red, just because if my mind can see where the red is going, maybe I'll get like a better, you know what I mean? Plus it's like a flat color out of the tube, so I don't have to mix it, so it's pretty nice. So like, I kind of like have that base color in front of me, and I know what it's gonna look like when it dries, so I know how to like mix like the darker paints for the shadows and the highlights. But yeah, like we had to change something about it, so I wanted to change the style, kind of, and because, like, this is acrylics and obviously different from what Van Gogh uses, the style change was already there, but this skeleton's a little bit more yellow, or a little more saturated, I guess, and I kind of wanted to leave this blood or whatever, like a flat red color, kind of like to make it look like pop art, but my teacher had said something about shading, so I was like, well, I don't want to fail, and I can always just repaint over it when I get it back, because I thought it looked good like this. I thought it looked silly, like an art pop almost, but I end up going back in for shading and stuff like that, so it's cool. It's like, I haven't done, like, realism or, like, painted, like, a full piece in acrylics in a very long time, so it was really nice and, like, almost, like, rejuvenating to get back into that. And I did find it to be joyful, and sometimes I surprise myself with how good I am at painting. Oh my god, like, I'm not even a novice anymore, dude. Like, I'm kind of good. So I was too stunned to speak for a little bit, but here is that footage. Now we are moving on to the self-portrait we were supposed to do for drawing 1. I didn't have to do 3 figures, but I did. I'm in the middle, obviously, and then on the left is, like, ties of, like, depression, and the right ties of anger and stuff like that. It was, like, a very personal piece, so I thought about, like, incorporating stuff like that. A lot of the other students in class made theirs super cool, and mine was, like, super weird and, like, the biggest piece there, and I was like, I wanted to do something illustrative, and I wanted to do something big so I could, like, I don't know, like, add it to my portfolio or whatever. But anyway, it goes from watercolor to gouache to acrylic, because watercolors and then gouache is kind of like watercolors and acrylic mixed together, and I thought that'd be cool. And I was like, you know what I was thinking? I was like, I would love to paint something in gouache. I think it'll be so fun and so cool. I literally have such a hard time with gouache paint. I literally dislike it with such a terrible biblical passion. I'm not even religious, but, like, I fucking hate gouache. I hate gouache so bad. It's not cool, it's not fun, it's not silly. The watercolor portion was really cool. That's, like, my main medium, and I love watercolor so much. Acrylic, I'm, like, okay in. Like, I had to do a lot of it in school, or use a lot of it in school, so I don't really mind using it. Like, I know how to do some things and work on some things. You know, I think my biggest issue is, like, when it comes to acrylics, I can't really get that, like, good, like, tone changing color, especially in skin tones. Like, I think my skin tones look pretty flat. I try to do, like, underpaintings of all the colors that I want, and then, like, go over with the skin tone color. But I feel as if it doesn't work as well as, like, when I see other people do it and stuff like that. Which, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I've painted in acrylic a lot, and I really do enjoy it, because I'm impatient, but I also would like it if it didn't dry as fast. But there's mediums for that. I'm just a little guy. But, yeah, so this is it so far, and I like it. I mean, I really like the background, how it goes from those spider webs to the nerves to the blood splat, and how, like, from the watercolor to the gouache, it's a very seamless transition, and then from everything else, the acrylic's, like, really harsh, like, kind of like how, like your, like, bad thoughts and bad feelings, especially if they're, like, sad, are just kind of always tied with you and are always going to be there, but, sometimes you have more control over them, and sometimes they have more control over you. It just is what it is. But then with anger, sometimes, like, it can consume you and stuff like that. So, very, very, very silly little thing, but it was cool. I like the different mediums. I wanted to have it be a multimedia piece, and it is. It's big, it's illustrative, it's great for the portfolio or whatever, so all in all, it's good, I guess. On such a good track to get all this stuff done. I have been such a productive guy in the last couple of weeks. Also, monkey banana. Okay, and then here is the finished piece, all done. Did all the finishing touches, and it was ready to go off. And I went to my final very confident, and then she didn't show up for an hour and a half, and we found out that she thought it was Wednesday and not Monday, so she messed up. So here it is, hanging up on the wall. So we didn't know what to do, and so, yeah, but hey, you know, my other final, that was Thursday, got moved to Tuesday, and nobody said anything, so that was really fun. Here's me losing my reflection 3 times. No! So I went to that 10-minute little interview thing for, like, the self-portrait. You know what she gave me? The day 1 self-portrait. Bro, what the fuck is this? I've drawn a self-portrait before, and they've never been this ass. What did I do? This was like, oh my god. That's like the most emo Giga Chat I've ever seen. I have been doing some Reels research because I am putting off finishing my final. My brother made his own soup for the first time. Trying to be a little chef, trying to be a little silly, which it's not too bad. So I'm gonna have some of that for lunch. It's also going to be my dinner because we have a bunch of it, and I can't fucking cook. Back at it again with this skeleton, finishing up the shading on the blood, and I just decided I was just gonna paint the cigarette normally and not do anything cool with the smoke and just make it that to get it done and over with, because I couldn't think, and it's just been eating at me, and this is like literally like 2 hours before I have to leave, and I just put it off because I didn't know what to do. Like I really wanted to do something cool, but maybe I'll just cover it up and paint something else onto it. My friend Mick really likes this piece, so they were like, hey, if you don't want to keep it, you can give it to me. And I was like, okay. So they'll probably end up getting it, as long as I can make a print out of it. I don't know, at least for myself. I don't know if you guys would want one. I'll definitely have them out if you would like that. You just let me know, but I don't know, I'm proud of this piece. It looks good. Painting this blood was just mind-numbing, though. I could feel my brain start to rot. I was just so done with it. I really didn't want to do it. I thought it looked better just flat. Like, if I would have just, like, I think it would have just looked cool flat, but I understand the shading and needing to do that and whatever, and I don't care. I also didn't mount it, so I listen. Sometimes, guys, sometimes you just gotta take the L. Sometimes you can't be, girl bossing, pussy slaying all the time, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta let that L happen and get a better place. Sorry that you have to see the back of my head so much. That's whack. Have my final today at 4, so I've been procrastinating finishing this, but it's finally finished. Also, when I was finishing my self-portrait, not that one, the one for school, I splattered like purple paint all over my dress, and I'll show you. Like, it's all over the place. The blood is like alright. I preferred it flat. I'm not gonna lie. The cigarette looks pretty good, but that smoke is kind of ass. But like, what can you do? You know what I mean? Like, I've been like trying to repaint that like 8 times. I hate it here. But looks good. I love Van Gogh. He's so great. Recently, I always do this. I always go off on some random tangent, but I really want to, like, I feel like I've been like stagnant with like my art, so I really want to maybe like start a series of me working on it, like expressions, anatomy, going into digital art, stuff like that. So maybe I will, maybe I won't, maybe I will. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Look at me like that. Oh, I changed my things. See, like, I cleaned the front area, like, my bag's there right now, but, like, now I have all these books, and then I have to, like, go through. Okay, I'm so sorry. That, the Hello Kitty apron is for a different video, okay? I thought it would be a silly bit, so stay tuned, guys, stay tuned. Yeah, but I have to clean my room. I have, like, a bunch of Dr. Pepper cans, because, you know, it's just, oh, yeah, this is a mess. I don't even want to talk about it, but the Dr. Pepper cans, bro, not good, but again, what can you do? Just gotta clean it up. It's finals week, man. Like, the last 2 weeks have been rough. And I decided to take a winter course. I'm taking history of animation, because it's a hard class to get into, and I need it for my major. Oh, Dick, no, oh, this fucking paper. This is why I don't think God is real. What the fuck? That was rude. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, we covered it up. Okay. Pro tip, guys. Don't ever have your palette anywhere. Please don't make fun of my dirty ass mirror, but this is the fit for my final. Look at this cool sweater my friend Owen got me. Oh. Anyway, that is what a freshman first semester finals week looks like. So thanks for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to go check out the giveaway and come back next week for a little video. I have a very big video coming soon, a very big one. I know like maybe I'll say that and it's like the shittiest video alive, but I mean it this time. And you will see it soon. You will see it soon in the next month, okay? January is when I upload it. It is going to be so silly.